Cairn,
What?
are you ready to come with me
I don't want
to a world of pure imagination?
No.
Oh, I'm so excited. Smudge, you in it?
Here we fucking go. I've been choking to talk about this fucking factory all week, you little cunts.
Yes, man, fucking Smudge gets it.
Yeah.
I would watch films on a Sony PSP, which someone had smuggled into the prison via their anus. We only had the one film, Beethoven. We watched that film every day. Some days we cried.
He's here again.
Aye, I brought him back.
Aye.
He wanted to apologise for his behaviour last week.
He's not done that and he's still here.
Just he needs it, man. He was pure buzzing last week. He's no shut up about Spice Girls either.
He's wearing a suit.
He's been official.
I'd pick up one of those Oompa Loompas and pump them in a heartbeat.
Did you hear that?
A poor but hopeful boy seeks one of the 5 coveted golden tickets that will send him on a tour of Willy Wonka's mysterious chocolate factory.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory in 1971.
Say it once more time with feeling.
I'd rather know.
Willy Wonka the Chocolate Factory in 1971. I'll just say that again. Come on, man. This is Willy Wonka. This is pure movie magic.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory in 1971.
Thank you for at least trying.
We get this Warner Brothers logo, the best bit in the film.
It's fuck you. But also, this is weird. I watched this on Blu-ray. Don't make fun of me for that.
You sent me a picture. What was the disc like?
It's like a lollipop. The disc is like a lolly. Oh, it's so creative.
You couldn't wait to rattle this.
Aye, man, I went all in on this.
Did they have a good time making this?
They had a blast making this film. But by the way, this production was like, believe it or not, pure scattered. Like, this movie should not have been made. It was made specifically to be a marketing tool to sell candy bars. It was the Quaker Oats company that were coming out with a new candy. And
fucking Leonard Maltin here. Man, you pure love Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Here, you've got a purple shirt on, by the way. I like to give you a wedgie when you come in.
Because I'm a nerd.
Nerd! We get this Warner Brothers logo, titles over this chocolate making process.
I'm fucking starving watching this, man.
I want Nigella's horns and face run about it.
I want my horns and face run about Nigella.
Man, she makes me have a eating mess in my pants. It's the end of school. The Windsor are gone mental at Bill's Candy for their Wonka bars. I'd be bumping beanos whilst this clown's pure mental.
The school bell rings, they all run to the candy store. I guess that's what you did back in the day, because there was nothing else today. Do you know what I mean? They all went to the sweet shop with their wee penny farthings or whatever. What was the currency back then?
It's either that or you're listening to the Monkeys.
We're in the sweetie shop, right? The guy starts singing the Candyman song, right?
He's a corporate overlord.
He is. But here's the thing, right? During the song, he's singing the Candyman, and he's just throwing sweeties at this way, and I'm like, are you charging for these? See the amount of wasteful sweeties? Like, he grabs a big corn full of marshmallows and just flings them.
They call this guy the Candyman. If you pure shame him 3 times, he's coming for you.
Sweet. Candyman song, man. What you think of this? It's a good tune. You like it?
Whatever, man.
You hate this film?
He's pure putting his horns on these veins.
He does caress a Wayne's head.
Staring and singing. This guy's conning them via song and descriptions of Wonka's professionalism.
He says, what is it he says? It's
some pish, man.
Scrumptious and delicious or something.
What did you say there? This I know. Say it again. What? What did you say?
Oh no, you're putting me under pressure. Scrumptious and delicious, is that right?
No, and they usually add a wee to take it out, don't they? Scrumdiddlies and all that.
Scrumdiddlyumptious, man.
What's this about?
It's for the Waynes, man. This is the 19 whatevers. It looks like war-torn Germany. He makes them some minging water. It's like diluted juice, it's pure no diluted or something.
It's heavy minging water.
He'd geese it to these veins, and do you notice like the kids share the same one? Like they've got 2 or 3 straws in the one cup, and I'm like, oh.
You know that's the drip tray of the slushy machine or whatever they had back then. It's buckets.
It's mildly green water.
This guy is a pure Robert Patrick intensity. The Candyman.
Candyman? I think he's a kind soul.
No, he looks like the T-1000.
I like it, man. Stop making fun of my film, Karen. So the Candyman's singing the Candyman song, and as he's singing it and he's throwing all these sweets about and all the kids are eating and drinking and having a good time, it cuts to wee Charlie outside looking in. Did you notice this? Wee poor Charlie. It's a fucking sin. This would be us, wouldn't it? If we were running back then. We couldn't afford it, man. Pure wee schemers outside. Look at them all singing.
Schemer, and I was socially awkward, so I would want the chocolate without the singing.
Aye, like if to the left, you'd sneak in. Oh, is there any chocolate left?
I'd scamper in.
You pick stuff off the floor. He just shoos you away with a broom. Get out of here! Get out of here, see?
Go, child! I'm the Candyman!
Why are you talking about that now?
You keep calling him the Candyman, and I can't stop laughing.
He's the Candyman. He owns a candy shop. He's like 50 cent.
You call anybody in and they tell you to call them. I tried to get everybody to call me Mulder in school.
Why? Because you like the X-Files?
I loved the X.
And you don't got a fucking alien? Do you know what, man? Wee Charlie's a grafter. Because they're all in getting their sweeties and Charlie goes for his wee paper run. Did you ever have a paper run?
I went with my friend when he had a paper round, and I went one morning and I went, fuck that. That is not worth it.
Not a paper run, but my pal had a milk run. And he used to go up at 4 o'clock in the morning, man, with his dad, and go and drop glass milk bottles outside front doors. And I'm like, fuck that. Then he go to school after it, fucking knackered.
I'd rather sleep.
So what did I? Yeah, we done it for a tenner or something, like per week.
So does your mom? He's a bit pushy with his boss, I thought, man. Pure, gives my money.
I like this, man. Charlie's showing a wee bit of buzz here.
He throws papers at clients who have paid good money. What is this?
This is what Paper Boys did, but didn't they just fucking chucked it?
Could be nice about it, man.
Charlie, he's got places to be, man. He's on the hustle. This wee guy's a wee hustler.
A harbinger terrifies Charlie as he walks about with knives and torture weapons. Do you see this?
Man, see, right, I've seen this movie a million times, as I've already stated.
You've seen this film a million times?
Oh, aye, man. I've seen this film. I know it's like the back of my hand. But I always thought that this was a Janny. Like a janitor for the factory or something. But watching it back now last night, I'm like, is he a knife salesman?
There's loads of weapons.
Aye, he's just got a cart and it's full of like machetes and that, just swinging off it and hatchets.
What's that about?
This is the factory Charlie's looking at. He stopped outside the factory and he's looking at it. It says Wonka on the side of it and he's got dreams, man. He's got dreaming.
Have you seen Hostel 2005?
Of course.
Eli Roth, man.
Aye, there's a factory in that.
It looks like this. What are they doing in that living room?
It's not even the living room, it's just the room. This is a one-roomed house, I think. Charlie's got a wee cupboard that he sleeps in, like Harry Potter.
It looks bigger with that massive 7-inch telly.
It's a weird telly setup in it, because it's this big old box with a tiny wee screen.
You wouldn't be able to even tell who's going Charlie's Angels. Man, I'd be trying to spank it to Faye, but you've accidentally bopped it to Jacqueline and woke up your family.
Because they're not on the same bed as you. Top elbow in the gun next to you. Charlie gets home to this fucking shithole. I'm sorry, man, but this shanner of a wee shack that they live in. There's a big, I don't know, is it a queen size, a king size, whatever the fuck size bed, right smack bang in the middle of the living room, and there's these 4 old bastards lying here, man.
Jesus.
The 2 grandparents, I guess, of each family, the mom and dad. I don't know where Charlie's dad is, by the way. He's fucked off somewhere. Does he die? In the war, probably.
I mean, I would have kidded when I did.
He does took one look at his bed and went, I'm off, man. Grandpa Joe.
There's no room for Danny Bucket.
Danny Bucket took what Logan said, fuck it.
Where do you think Danny's away, man? Oh.
Anywhere, man. Anywhere's better than here, man. Big bed, middle living room, right beside the telly. 4 Algins, man. 2 married couples sleeping foot to foot. They mentioned that they've been in this bed for 20 years.
They've been in that bed for 20 years.
They say it in the movie, 20 years.
Do you think John and Yoko stole it off them?
I think John's like, oh, did you see that Charlie and Chocolate Factory?
Poor little bastard. Gonna have to steal his idea. This Grandpa Joe criticising this poor daughter-in-law. What is this?
How fucking dare he, by the way? She like slaves and slaves that we find out is that like a laundromat type thing to feed 6 people. Herself, these 4, and me, Charlie. The man's left. Fuck knows where he's been. He's been smart and fucked off.
Danny's off.
She's doing it all herself. And Grandpa Joe's like, oh, we're having this for dinner. I'm like, fucking get off your arse.
Moans about the waffles, then takes Charlie's money.
Steals Charlie's money for
You
tobacco.
love this? You love this?
No, well, the magic has started, Jack. It does do a good job of showing you that they live in squalor. Yeah. Like, and what is it they say? It's cabbage soup or cabbage water? Cabbage water, man. Oh, this bed. Oh, where do we start with this fucking...
It's DJ Rankin.
Oh, and speaking about mixies, man, the mix of toes in this bedroom is fucking
that's
biffing.
too... You know that's too much.
There's 4 people, right?
One of them looks dead. There's 3.
Well, there's 3 people and there's a skeleton, man. This guy is dead. Uncle What's his face across from Joe, he's long gone.
R.I.P. Uncle What's his face.
And they're just keeping him alive to reclaim the benefit money, you know that, man? As long as the checks keep on coming in, man, they send Charlie down to the post office to cash it and all.
Man, the only thing scarier than Slugworth in this world is the DSS.
Jesus, man. You know they've got like code words and all that, like if the fucking screws show up, this is what we do, Charlie. You go into the room, shut up.
It's ran like Anne Frank's house, man. What is he doing? What is this wee top cat of a character, man? He's a wee scam artist. You know he's selling 9 gear.
Aye, 9 gear, like fake 9.
Aye.
Everybody in the scheme calls him Tick. This bed is fucking disgusting. I know we keep on going on about it, but I'm sorry. What is going on? 20 years in a bed. And by the way, they're not that old. They're like maybe 70. This means he's been lying there, the dirty bastards, in their 50s. Where are they going to the toilet, Karen?
Stop. No.
What's the toenail situation?
No, right, okay. You know Charlie's down there with the teeth.
Oh, don't.
Where's the boy? For his Wonka bars, his precious chocolate. This world is strange to me. So strange. What is this fascination?
I'll grant you this. It is a very dark start to the movie.
This grandpa's brutal. He takes the Wayne's money.
The grandpa's a bastard in this movie, man.
Whoa.
He takes Wayne's money, and it's almost as if he's like, oh, I need this money for medicine. He needs it for tobacco.
That's awful. That's a leisure.
And one that you cannot afford. Your daughter-in-law sitting there, she's scrubbing clays at the laundromat. You've got a wee boy in school that's not got a dad. You've got a dead guy opposite you.
Man, he's dead.
And it's almost as if like, oh, I'll buy something for the house. I'll buy, I don't know, a bigger telly for a start. He's like, no, I need my tobacco for my pipe. As if that bedroom doesn't smell bad enough, man.
They should just buy a big magnifying glass and put it in front of you.
Front of the telly. You'd love that, man, watching your Charlie's Angels with a magnifying glass.
Oh, mate, man, you'd need to wipe the glass.
Oh, magnified.
I would just use the dead guy's sleeve. all the time.
It's
Frosty.
He's got a crusty sleeve.
A crusty sleeve.
He's waiting on it in.
Oh, man.
Was that Cheers Uncle Bob or whatever his name is?
And I just go to sleep. Take his pillow. What? He's not using it. Charlie gets them a bread. Oh, it looks like one of the ones that's left at 5:30 at Morrison's.
It's a pure hard bread, man. Like, if you bounce this off the ground, it would bounce. Do you know what I mean?
The grandpa fills Charlie's head with all these mad conspiracies, garbage about secrets. He's a QAnon.
He tells a story about how Wonka had this factory and he was just so successful that other chocolate makers were sending in spies into his factory dressed as employees. And it became such an issue that Wonka had to shut down for 3 years.
This is too much. This is too much.
We don't need this.
This is like the Silver Shamrocks factory from Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. What's going on?
I know, it is far too much plot for a kids movie, man. Just get us into this factory, man, so the magic can start.
You're pure buzzing. You can't wait.
He's like, and then 3 years later, he's like, and then 3 years later, the factory started turning out chocolate again, but the doors never opened and nobody ever comes in or out. And it's just like, we don't need to know this.
No.
Just, all you need to know is like, oh man, he's a mysterious guy, he's a weird guy, he's a bit of a recluse, he's like a Howard Hughes type. He just makes amazing chocolate, but we never see him. That's all you need to know.
Do you see this teacher?
This teacher's funny, man. I did like this teacher, did you?
He's a Greenchill nightmare. Why is he so sweaty?
I was thinking like he's a pure quadrophenia bad boy. Do you know what I mean?
We said two different things there. He looks like he came off a page in the Beanwell the Dandy, don't he?
He does. He does have that look about him, man. He's no the most fortunate looking guy.
Where was he in Gregory's Girl?
He's in a chemistry class.
Whatever, man.
Or whatever. They pour some stuff in and there's an explosion. It's no funny. The whole purpose of this scene is because there's a commotion going on outside and the teacher opens the door and this wee actor, he must have been somebody's son or something to get this role, explains the golden ticket plot.
Aye, the full thing.
He's like, right, wee kid exposition, He's like, it's on the radio, see? I don't know why, he doesn't talk like that, but in my head he does. Wonka, I said a golden ticket, see? You gotta get 5 tickets. Meh.
This is so much information. It's even weirder because this teacher encourages this.
No one is encouraged, he's like, class is dismissed and just lets everybody leave early.
What's happening to this education system?
Well, it's not even this teacher. The entire world we'll see in the next scene is caught up in this Wonka mania. It's fucking everywhere, Kieran.
There's news of a tour of the factory and a lifetime supply of chocolat.
There's weird skits in this movie that kind of are just weird individual scenes.
It's pure flung together, man.
This movie was literally flung together. It was like, it's just a big advertisement. That's all this movie is.
The grandpa literally says he's relying on Charlie to find all of these tickets. The pure pressure he's just putting that boy.
It's unbelievable. How about you get off your fucking arse and get a job, man?
Charlie's freaking out, man.
What age is Charlie? Is he like 9?
He looks about 40.
Well, he's had a rough life, man. But I think he's only like 8 or 9 years old and he's like the man of the house, man.
We get Augustus Gloop. I like Gloop. I like his style.
I love Augustus Gloop, man. This guy, me and him would vibe.
Augustus is alright.
Oh, he just likes his food. What's wrong with that? He's a big boy. He likes his grub. And he gets fat shamed and I'm not happy with it.
He's approached by Joe Chill.
They say, how do you feel about winning the first golden ticket? And he's like, hungry! Apparently this is just some German kid they hired. They couldn't speak any English, which is why he's got like no lines. I think it's why his mum does most of the talking for him. Do you see when the reporter turns around to his dad and puts a microphone in his face and says, what do you think? And his dad just beats the microphone.
What is happening?
He's a man.
What's going on?
They're just stuffing their face with schnitzels, man, and I'm down for that life.
This Slugsworth, man, what's going on with him?
Man, Slug. He wasn't apparently in the book. He was completely created for this movie.
Right. I'm not laughing at you. It's just you never dropped this many facts before, and it's a wee bit funny, man.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to say the Leonard Maltin bit constantly. It's just with the glasses and that, man. It's a bit funny.
Just saying, like, they'd written like half this screenplay, and then somebody's like, we don't have a villain. And they have to just write this guy in. This is all just made up last minute.
Oh, right.
So Slugworth shows up and whispers something in Big Augustus's ear. let's talk about Slugworth, because you could tell he was written last minute. Can this guy, like, teleport or something?
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere, like, all over the world.
It's Charlie's birthday.
Oh man, this is pure sad. His whole family have come together and got him a scarf they knitted, and it's about 2 sizes too big for him, and it's all frayed.
He'll grow into it, man.
Eventually, man, so he can hang himself with it.
He's got this chocolate bar, and this grandpa's put everything on this, man. He's rattling. He's in debt.
Uses this wee boy like a scratch card.
He is just a human scratch card.
He buys him this chocolate bar, and he's just like, "Oh, this is for us, or this is from us." And he says something like, "Oh, I used my tobacco money to buy you this."
Oh,
and you're supposed to be like, "Oh, how sweet," but you're also like,
"That's Charlie's money."
That's Charlie's money, you dick.
And probably some of theirs.
And you know that didn't cost as much as tobacco, so fucking Grandpa Joe's pocketed that change.
He
pretends that he bought it for him. He's not going to that bed. He's gave it to the daughter-in-law to go and buy.
What this wee guy does next is terrible. Absolutely.
I can't believe it. He turns around and opens it and goes, "I won!" And they all get excited. And he's like, "I failed you." I was like, "Fuck you, you dick."
He's probably gave too many of them heart attacks.
Maybe that's what he's hoping for. Because, you know, he resents them, man. You know, Charlie fucking hates them.
Does he want a space on the bed? Does he want to be
he sees it as a promotion.
Does he want to be the bed king? Whoever's on their side's the leader.
It's like a Lion King situation. You need to be the alpha male. Charlie just gets on and goes, "Roar!"
Whoever's closest to the door.
Man, do you want... Who's the boss? Is it the one that's closest to the door or closest to the telly?
The one with the dirtiest feet.
Oh.
We see Veruca Salt.
What's your thoughts on Veruca
I like
Salt?
Veruca Salt, man. Veruca's alright.
She's a really good actress, that's real lassie. I think the dad's good as well. I think they're good together.
The dad's really funny.
The dad looks like he's about hair away for a heart attack at all times.
He looks like he should be on Only Fools and Horses.
I bet he was, man. He must have done a wee cameo on Only
He
Fools.
must have chased Del Boy at some point.
Aye, Del Boy owed him something.
Do you think he ever called Rodney Dave?
Oh man, it's always funny when they done that.
Or they drop the chandeliers. Ah! The Salt father has these workers going through the chocolate bars. Promises a £1 rise in each wage.
It says something crazy like they've already been through 196,000 bars or something like that. Which I've not done the maths on that, man, but that's going to ruin this guy's career.
He just loves his daughter that much.
No, he doesn't, though. Like, he's scared of his daughter. It's a pure spoiled brat situation where she just rules the roost. I do like the mum. The mum just sits there on the couch being like, "You're not very proper around here, Henry."
That's good. That was a good Veruca Salt's mum.
The one line she's got.
The man in glasses gets to her too.
Slughorn's everywhere, man. He's teleported here.
I've been calling him Slugworth.
What did I say?
Slughorn.
No, that's the guy for Harry Potter, isn't it?
One of them's in Harry Potter, isn't he? We have 3 tickets left.
3 left. We get another sort of news report here, and people are going even more mental. Bars are starting to sell out, and we see this scene. It's like a whole aeroplane, stocked with them and stuff. They're just flying these things over to other countries.
Violet Beauregard gets a ticket.
I like Violet. I think she's quite the actress. I think the actresses and actors for the kids, for the most part, are pretty good.
She pure couldn't give a fuck about Wonka or his chocolate. This is all whatever, man. It's just competitive. It's all just games to her.
You couldn't do this these days. Like, you couldn't have this kind of competition because, one, nobody would care. But even if there was a big mania and people cared, you know, as soon as somebody's winning that ticket, man, that's straight on eBay.
It would be.
Man, what was eBay like in 1970?
Here, I think, man, see, if I was trying to get my hands on one of these tickets, man, I would be trying to hawk my Monkeys records on Facebook Marketplace in the 70s for one.
Oh, would you? You'd be like, "Oh, here, this is the best of the Monkeys."
Here, they're going to be bigger than the Beatles. What year's this again? We would be trying to get these scheme-wise.
Oh, I know that you know how to spray paint, man. I'd cut out the tickets into shapes and you'd spray them and it would show up at and would show up at the factory like, here, Wonka, we've got a couple of all.
Pure soaking horns.
And the ticket's not even dried yet, man.
Falling apart.
Aye, our horns are all gold and stuff. And he's like, I want to put out 5. And they're like, aye, but these are extras. You should have counted, you old dick.
They just look at us like,
aye, and he just sends 2 on pompous out to batter us.
oh man.
Where they just pure kick our cunts in, like
We'll
pure
get to
badly.
it.
They hospitalise us.
We'll get to it. Charlie visits his mum at work.
His mum must be riddled with chemical burns, man. She
Yeah.
works in this laundrette, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I mean, again, this movie's made in 1970, but this could be the 30s or the 40s, man. I thought the 70s was a bit more advanced than this. Did they not have washing machines in the 70s or dryers? Because she's hand washing all these clothes with a big wooden stick. She's just got her hands with no gloves in this manky bleach water, man. She's washing all this stuff. I'm like, oh.
This isn't a normal place. This place is like Sunnydale on Hell's Mouth, man. This town's fucked.
The town's fucked, but the town at other times seems quite colourful and nice for everybody else. But see, just in this one wee lane, or this wee suburb, where Charlie and his disgusting family live, man, it's just a hellhole, man. It's as if they've not recovered for the war.
It's brutal, man. This is so sad. He's just there to say he's gutted there's another ticket gone. It's all so sad.
This is universally regarded as the worst part of the movie. Everybody sort of agrees that the next bit coming up, the song "Cheer Up, Charlie,"
This is brutal.
Nobody likes this song.
Oh, you bucketheads only.
No, that's what we call ourselves, bucketheads. What that guy that plays the guitar.
Do you put a bucket on your head when
Aye.
you're on an
Bucket of KFC, man.
How do you know what you're typing?
I've cut holes in it, Karen. I thought this through.
You shout at your wife, I'm on Reddit, smashing keys. I'm trying to tell them I like the film. Please take the bucket off. I can't hear my bucket heat.
The kids went to see her face one last time before we leave.
You're
She's
sca-
standing there with suitcases and I can't see her because I've got a bucket in my head. I'm pure, cheer up, Charlie. And she's like, oh my God, I need to leave, man.
And it's echoing through your bucket.
I can hear it really good because the acoustics in there, but all they can hear is Anna's like, what's up with my dad?
I'm having a great time.
I've even washed at the KFC residue, so I'm just getting grease on my hair.
I found people just like me. And they're like, oh my God, that's not even like chocolate like the film. That's chicken.
Get a chicken.
He's got chicken in him.
I want to go to the chicken factory.
I'm a human chicken burger. This mum starts to bring him down to earth a wee bit, and it's so sad. Cheer Up, Charlie is just...
The film's starting to drag now at this point, isn't it? This is when we start looking at watching and like, man, when we get into this fucking factory, man?
I need this factory.
Exactly, this is...
I worked in a Furby factory when I was a younger man. I fell for a girl named Mary. We were going to get married and raise a few Furbies of our own. She died on 9/11. She wasn't in America. She just fell down a big hill. It's a terrible coincidence.
I will accept criticism for this movie because I do love it, but I'm not going to lie. It's a film of two halves, to say the least.
It's like Stripes.
Exactly. Except much better.
This Wayne just walks home completely distressed and obsessed. He looks like he's about to Chapman Wonka. Mike TV gets a ticket. Mike's alright, man.
Mike's pretty cool.
So
I think he's you.
He's a cowboy.
He loves
Did
the
you see-
Cowboys, man. He's right into it. Is it? He's watching Lone Ranger or something.
Man, he wants a gun for real.
And he's got his dad says something like, haha, not until you're 12. And I'm like, Jesus, man. That's
I
not
like
even a
Mike
joke.
the best, man.
I like Mike. I like his dad that doesn't care. His mom's kind of funny as well. He's right into his telly, but
He loves his telly.
he loves the telly, but he loves specifically cowboy shows. Oh, but you know when he gets older, man, he's going to be one of those mad NRA gun nuts.
Oh, Mike.
Aye, Mike. You know he's going to have one of those stickers on his wall. And his bumper sticker's going to be like armed and dangerous or something. Back off.
Slugworth shows up, he's getting to all of them.
Again, this is... So he's been to England, he's been to Germany, he's been to Montana. He must know who's got the... How did... I don't understand his means.
Well, we find out at the end.
No, but like he's mean. I'm talking about like how he transports or how he gets there.
Concorde or Wonka?
Oh, you know,
Wonka Vator.
A Wonka Vator.
A Wonka cord. This news report's funny. Says there are probably more important things in the ticket, but they can't think of any.
The anchor's pure bitter as fuck. And then we cut to Grandpa Joe, who snuck another bar of chocolate. How does he get his horns on this without anybody noticing?
Because this is a pure bar of chocolate, man. This is fell off a truck. This came for his sweaty pillow. This ticket is the last hope.
Again, man, you know Grandpa Joe's got into some sort of gambling addiction. That's how he got his feet broke in the first place. Because he's pure like, right, one more, Charlie. One more time. This is the one. I feel it. I'm like, why are you getting this wee wins hopes up, man? He's not going to win a golden ticket. Just fucking pack it in.
Pure fucks it, man. It's just a bar of chocolate.
No.
He's gutted. That grandpa hugs this Wayne like there won't be another winter.
Oh, he knows he's on the way out as well. He knows that one more cold snap and he's gone, man. He's like the guy next to him.
There's this auction for a golden ticket. The royalty show up.
Aye, says Your Majesty. Again, this film's full of wee skits like this that I don't think really work.
Do you not think so?
Smudge, going to back us up here?
This is the greatest film ever made, Ryan. I remember you begging to watch it after your Forrest Gump Sundays. Your father and I used to laugh for hours as you pretended to be an Oompa Loompa. We used to throw our empties at you.
I barely know him.
I barely know him, man. Apparently my dad barely knows him as well.
What?
I know, I thought he was my dad's mate, but he's just like a sort of associate.
Willy Wonka is the greatest film ever made. I miss the 70s. It was all bushy.
We get this skit with a hostage situation and they want Wonka bars.
This is kind of funny.
Is it?
Fuck you, man. This is funny.
A fifth has been found in South America, apparently. Some casino owner.
Paraguay. They find out about this on the news, I think. The family, that is. And they're like, oh, let's not tell Charlie till the morning. And it pans to Charlie in his room just crying his wee eyes out. And I think we're supposed to feel bad for him, but I'm also like, fucking get a grip, Charlie. There's this weird scene next where they're in class and it's this mad Baker Grove teacher again, and he's teaching them about percentages, and he pure shames Charlie for only buying 2 Wonka bars.
It's awful, man.
It's because he's like, you bought 100, blah blah blah, you bought this. Charlie, how many did you buy? And he goes 2, and he goes, right, 200, that's easy. He's like, no, just 2. And he's like, why'd you buy 2? And it's like, I'm poor, man. He's alone. It's funny that the reality teacher goes, I can't work out 2%.
This teacher looks like something out of the Wicker, man.
He's one of the villagers, isn't he, man?
He is.
Put a mask on him pronto.
He wants that bee, honey.
He looks like one of the ugly guys for the original Wicker Man, do you know what I mean? Like one of the real island people they got.
He looks like somebody at Jodie Foster's The Accused, one of the accused. He relates Wonka bars to math to help them learn. This is reductive. This is so offensive. Their school supplies will be sponsored by Wonka.
Aye, it's kind of fucked, isn't it? This whole education system's a mess.
This teacher slags Charlie for only having had 2 bars of chocolate. Man, he's ready to belt this wee ready.
1970, they still done that, aye? Aye, they did, didn't they?
He brought it back for him.
And you know it's a Roald Dahl book as well, so you know that fucking Trunchbull's in the next class.
What was his problem with Wayne's?
Roald Dahl hated Wayne's,
He
man.
hated Wayne's?
He hated Wayne's.
We're going to see the Roald Dahl multiverse, aren't we?
Oh, I thought about Matilda and that.
I think Matilda will show up at the end
At
of
the
this.
chocolate factory and be like, Charlie, I know magic.
Well, I'm putting together a team.
Oh, is Matilda the Nick Fury?
She's in Nick Fury. The BFG's the Ant-Man.
What about James and his big stupid peach?
Why was that peach so big?
I can't remember. It was a BFG speech.
Do you think it was a BFG speech?
Aye, and he stole it. It's the BFG. Is he not a pure drinker or not?
It's a fucking Shannara film, I'll tell you that if you saw it.
Is it? I thought about the new film that came out a couple of years ago.
All of them. That David Jason animated one's a nightmare, I know.
No, but I've read the book. BFG's a decent book, I think.
Right.
Have you read Boy?
Is your house just covered in Roald Dahl stuff? Do you have the crocodile bed sheets?
I've got a Roald Dahl room.
Charlie mopes up the street and finds money in a drain. Of course he does, lucky wee Charlie.
I mean, you call him lucky. This is the first good thing that's ever happened to him.
Pure breaks his neck for it, man. Tom Daly style. He could have took this money and paid it forward and gave it to charity, but the selfish wee dick goes for a bar of chocolate.
He doesn't even go for a bar of chocolate. He buys this bar of chocolate. A bar. That's how you say it.
A what?
Scrumdiddlyumptious
You
bar.
can wrap it with every bit of that in this, man.
And he fucking scoffs this thing, man. I thought he was going to die.
He howls this. Did you see
to
it?
death.
He, honestly, that looked like a Riley Reid video. He just went at that thing, man. Lady in the Tramp style without the tramp.
I don't even get that. What, a full spaghetti in his throat? That's why cunt's never seen a bar of chocolate before. Although, saying that, this is his third bar of chocolate of the movie. He's not that poor.
Charlie asked for the biggest, the Scrumdiddlyumptious, and just wolfs this thing like a brown bear, enjoying a fresh salmon from a cool drip one summer morning.
Nice.
He's pure tearing into this thing, man. Bits gone everywhere, wee creep. Where his chin.
Man, you're harsh on me, Chico.
Oh, you've nicknamed me so much.
You don't need to justify why you're buying something. See me just like, oh, I'll buy another one. It's for my grandpa Joe. I'm like, see if I'm working behind that shop. I'm like, don't worry, wee man. It's for whoever you want it to be. Just fucking give some money.
Just check your money and haunt it out.
People do this to me all the time. See my work to Morrison's like, oh, I'm buying this for my mom. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck who you're buying it for, man. Give some money and go.
Didn't he ask?
Aye. But people do that. And like, when they buy something like embarrassing in quotes, like, they buy like 2 bottles of wine and be like, oh, they're no bait for me. I'm like, I don't care if they were bait for you, it's not my life.
The Paraguay ticket was a fake.
Yep.
We've got a chance. Charlie opens Grandpa Joe's chocolate bar anyhow. What? So you like Charlie? Charlie's alright. This was for his elderly grandpa.
First of all, are you defending Grandpa Joe?
I'm defending
Grandpa Joe who stole his money for fucking tobacco. And you know what? Grandpa Joe makes out pretty well with this chocolate bar that he opens.
I know he does. I know he does. Everything works out just fine for Charlie, doesn't it? He tosses this chocolate about like a right spoiled brat showing off. Did you see that?
No, he doesn't. He gets pulled. He looks at it and this woman pulls him by the arm, remember? She's like, look everybody, the kid found it. And then these adults just harass this wee child, man. It's kind of fucking weird.
Mate, the crowd gets scary fast and circle this little chump. That would have been a snatch stomp if I ever seen one.
I was surprised that nobody tried to steal it. In fairness, his boss comes in and saves the day here. The unsung hero of this movie is the guy, his boss for the paper. It's like, Charlie, take it and run home. Get away from these zombies.
Man, I'd be in that factory come Thursday, man.
Charlie would be in the gutter with no teeth.
Aye, man. Charlie would have figured something
You won't even be eating chocolate when I'm done with you.
Charlie would have figured something else out.
Fucking welcome for a hard dose of reality, Charlie Bucket.
Put a credit card in his mouth and give him a craze.
Chelsea smile.
Run, Charlie! Run, Charlie! Ugh.
And next thing we know, Big Slugworth steps out for this tunnel and corners this wee boy in a dark tunnel. And I'm like, Slugworth, man, what's the police in there doing about?
He's trying to Grayson.
He is. He's like, I'll give you, what is it, 10,000?
10k.
10k, man, 1970 must be worth like 100k now.
About £1 gazillion pounds.
Jesus, man.
For an everlasting gobstopper, they're about 40p.
I mean, do the maths, man. That's fucking challenge.
You do the math. You do the math. That's a lot of cash. It's a lot of banana pie.
With sweet potato pie.
It's a lot of sweet potato pie.
Man, I'd be taking this money in a heartbeat.
I would take it or no.
I wouldn't even... Although, you know Charlie's a bit of a hustler. If I'm Charlie, I'm like, right, use the money up front and I maybe get you the ingredients.
Half now, half later.
Aye, use 5k then out and I'll think about it.
What's your name about?
Aye, Slugworth, man.
Do you
That's
eat
a fake
slugs?
name, innit? Do you eat slugs, you daughter?
Do you eat slugs, mate? This mo's 10 minutes away from giving it all away in OnlyFans, man. Or whatever they had back then.
It was just like the town notice board, wasn't it?
It was just drawing nudes of yourself and hanging them outside your house and people paid for you to uncover your bits.
Oh, man, that's so depressing.
She just used to blue tack bits for it and uncover them if she paid them. That's what they had.
They had like sticky notes over a bit of paper. And somebody gave her 10p for the left it and another 10 for the right.
And she barely changes the notes, so they're all, you know that way sticky notes go where they get hairy.
Aye, they get wee bits of goo on them or whatever.
Oh, aye, well. Man, Gijo reads out this ticket and his eyes are already lighting up.
This is my ticket out of this fucking bed. Joe sees this and he reads the ticket, blah blah blah. You know, you've been invited for the blah blah blah. And then he starts singing, I've got a gold. It's like, no, hold on now. You've not got it. Yeah. Charlie's got a golden ticket. The song should be, at the very least, the song should be, we've got a golden ticket. But he sings this from a first person perspective. Yep. It's like, Joe, have you fuck? This is the Wayne's golden ticket, give him it back.
The rest of this bed are like, what is going on?
That's another thing. So, the ticket says that him and one member of his family can come with him. Bring your ma. Your poor mother needs something, man.
Oh, cool, she'll work during this.
She'll work and take your... And what's the other grandparents thinking at this point? See if I'm the other Algene in the bed. I'm like, the fuck, Charlie? What are you picking Joe for? He stole your money for tobacco?
To be fair, if they took them off, she'd be like, what I eat, this guy?
Well, I know. That's true. She does need to be there to look after her.
Pure nibbling on him.
But still, he's a pure favourite granda. I would be raging if I'm one of the other ones in that manky bed. I'm like, what the fuck? We're here or not, Charlie?
You'd be gutted.
I'd be fucking raging.
Man.
What's Joe done for you that I've not?
I mean, you're greeting...
All he does is tell you conspiracy theories.
You're greeting yourself to sleep regardless.
Aye, oh man. I'm totally Brooksing it. I'm Shawshanking it, man.
You out?
Oh, I'm out. See if you ever find me in that condition, man. Just pill over the face, man. Just suffocate me.
Charlie wants Grandpa Joe, and he obviously at this point jumps out of bed, clicking his clacks. Man, what is this?
The thing is,
he's laying it on thick the whole time.
The thing is, man, he does a wee bit of like, oh, I'm a bit wobbly. I've not done this in 20 years. But within like 1.5 minutes, he's like doing the 2-step, and I'm like, you're fucking at it, man.
He's walking better than me.
When he waits for the other ones to go to sleep and he walks about at night and all.
Aye, raiding the fridge for whatever's left.
Aye, he does, and he goes for a piss and all that, and then comes back and lies in the bed. Oh, my back.
When he jumps up, the rest of them watch him like he's a beautiful gazelle.
And he sings, I've got a golden ticket. A good catchy wee song, in fairness. It is a catchy wee song, but I'm still just thinking, like, you've not got a golden ticket.
Are you still livid?
Man, I'm livid.
I'm glad you're with me. There's problems.
There's definitely problems.
Grandpa Joe is chuffed, he's up and about and announces he's been riding that bed for 20 years. You said that.
That's unbelievable. He's been in that bed since he was like 50. That's not even that old to be bedridden. It never explains also how they all got bedridden. Like, if they all got the same disease, were they all in the same accident? Like, what happened to these four people?
They must have been in the same accident.
Do you think they're on some sort of car accident or something? Man, imagine you pulled back that duvet, none of them have even got legs, they're all just half bodies.
Man, 1971. Maybe they got crushed at like the Shea Stadium Beatles gig years earlier. At one point he sings he climbed over the moon on ecstasy and everything makes sense about this old clown. He's only a 20-year come down for some Dodge Mitsubishis.
He's like Sid Barrett for Pink Floyd. I get to go to this bed, I get to go to this factory, I get chocolate for life. Me. And Charlie's stood there like, can I come too, Grandpa?
I think his plans to kill Charlie in the factory and assuming Charlie's identity and stick a wee blonde wig on and kid on it's him.
He's still got the big grey moustache though, but he's like, I'm a 9-year-old.
And the wrinkles. Never mind the moustache. He sticks a hat and jacket on over his manky Willy Winky loungewear, and it's supposed to be charming, and I'm like, nah, man.
This was charming when I was a kid. I'll admit I did like this when I was a kid, but watching this back as an adult now, I'm just like, you're a fucking rat. You said it, man. It's a wee scrounger.
I rarely see somebody that would get a knock back for a Weatherspoons, but here he is.
He would, man. He would.
The tour is tomorrow, and this old dick has the cheek to say Charlie needs to comb his hair and shave his shoes or something. He's in actual state.
He's no showered in 20 years, man. Ugh. What is... I mean, that white thing that he's wearing should be stuck to him.
Man, he's rank.
He's absolutely pathetic. I think the set design in this movie is amazing.
Do you?
All the way through. Do you know what I think so? The set's...
It's absolutely stunning.
It is, isn't it?
It's breathtaking, absolutely frightening. I note that in my review as well.
Even this, the outside of it, I do like the outside of the factory, I like the big red carpet they've set up, I like the contestants, not contestants, but whatever, the winners are on this sort of big platform. There's like a big parade going on. Man, this is the biggest thing in the world. You mentioned the Beatles earlier. This is like a fucking Beatles concert outside this guy's factory.
They're gone crazy. Everybody's here. Veruca, Mike, Violet and Augustus all seem charming and excited to be here.
The clock strikes 10 a.m. and everybody turns around surprised as if they didn't know what time it was. And then here he is, man, the big man. The big man's here.
Willy Wonka himself, Gene Wilder.
Can I drop some trivia on you?
Aye.
This is what Gene Wilder demanded before accepting the part as Willy Wonka. He said, I want, when I first come on screen, to come out with a walking stick, pretending that I'm old, and then to do a roly-poly till I'm young. And the reason he wanted that is because from that point forward, throughout the rest of the movie, you never know where I'm telling the truth or I'm lying.
Right.
That was a character thing that he wanted.
It's a bit elaborate, isn't it?
And it is elaborate, but yes, I mean, if nothing else, Willy Wonka's a bit extra, the character. He's a bit of a showman, I think. I'm going to say it without whistling.
You're so happy.
He's a bit of a showman, I think, man.
Are you excited?
Do you see this purple jacket?
He looks the part, man.
He looks amazing. This has never been replicated. The Johnny Depp look was fucking horrendous.
He looked great, man. I like the bob.
Did you? I
like the big sunglasses.
He's pale.
Yeah.
Tim Burton's a genius, man. He's making Johnny Depp pale.
I liked it.
Who would have thought?
I really like the remake a lot. I really like the other adaptation a lot.
Is that just a way of saying remake?
I mean, it's not, was it? It's another adaptation of the book.
It is another adaptation, and it's obviously more faithful to the book, but it's not good. It's
from
not
the visual genius of Tim Burton.
And you'd think it would be visual interest in this movie, but it's not.
This one, no, isn't it?
No, this one's much more visual interesting. Just you shot it, man.
Visually brown and depressing.
It's not brown at all.
It is a bit.
At the start, before we're in the factory, but that's...
Even the greens look brown a bit in the factory.
Oh, this factory's amazing, man. It's so full of life.
Grandpa Joe just keeps rattling on about Wonka like he's going to Mark Chapman him.
You know, he's got a copy of Catcher in the Rye in his pocket.
But he doesn't know how to read.
It's just a fishing magazine.
Oh.
It says like the big catch or something. He's like, catch! That'll do.
And he still wears the glasses. Wonka comes out doing this impression of Christian Bale from The Dark Knight Rises and does a roly-poly.
Jesus, man. Right, for African Kiss, no one does good. I know he won an Oscar last night and all the rest of it, right? How does he get away with that film, man?
It's a fucking sham.
It's so shite. And Batman gets cured his bad knee by just putting on some magic knee brace.
And
that's it.
He gets his bad back fixed by Tom Conti. There's folk who will tell you that this roly-poly is one of the greatest moments in cinema, and I usually reply, you should see the pool scene in Showgirls.
Oh, that pool scene's a belter, by the way.
It's better than this fucking roly-poly.
Don't you start your shit, man.
I thought you'd look at your wee eyes, pull it up.
This scene, this scene isn't the best, but like, it is a good introduction to your character. Gene Wilder only agreed to do the movie if he could do this part. He wanted to add this to the character, so that from now on you would never know if he's telling the truth or lying. A wee bit of mystery, Kieran.
I would just think, oh man, is he gonna do a roly-poly again? Are you gonna do another one? You know, like that wee guy for GLS, they always just pure used to say, do a backflip. I'd be like, they are roly-poly, I don't give a fuck about chocolate.
You wouldn't have been in this factory, man. I'd kick you out.
I'd have went to the jelly bean factory.
You hate chocolate. Why are you in this factory?
I'd clock him walking towards us that slow and start to wonder how long the tour would take, man. Oh, mate, I need to get back for Blue Peter or whatever.
In fairness, they are all like, oh fuck, man, look at the state of him. It pans to everybody's face and everybody's all worried about him. And I'm like, it's a bit patronising. Like, even though he's at it, like, he's just an old man, give him a break.
Initially, nobody respects him because of his cane. And then he's got a cane. It's pure brutal.
Let's throw eggs at him.
It's so brutal, man. Then they remember he's the best because he does his signature rolly. If he was in Mortal Kombat, that roly-poly would be a
special move. Finish him. He just does a roly-poly.
He just starts whacking them with his stick.
Just beats him to death. You get nothing, sir. Good day.
You were so into that. He welcomes the winners. Wilder is immediately so charming, it's crazy.
Yes, and he's... This can't be captured again. Like, as good as Johnny Depp is, and
it's the light in his eyes, it's the way the hair bounces in the light.
Yeah.
He is gorgeous on screen, and he is like a Roald Dahl character brought to life.
Yeah.
And I know how stupid that sounds, but he looks like
he's
it.
a big cartoon character.
You can almost see the outlines.
Yeah, and he's perfect for this.
Animated, he is
charismatic.
You just smile when you look at him. He's so joyful in this.
Yeah.
He likes Augustus and touches this child and says he likes his shape. He likes something he can hold on to.
There's no way to say you.
Man, why is he touching this Wayne?
He touches the Wayne's, not as much as the Candyman, but it is a bit weird. You could do that in the 70s apparently.
Well, you couldn't, but they did it.
Aye.
Violet's dad gives...
If you worked at the BBC, it was fine, they'd just hide it.
God, right. Violet's dad gives Wonka his business card.
Love this, man. This guy's always making this salesman, this sleazy bastard's writing about it. Well, he works in a used car place in Montana, and he's in the middle of England giving him a card. Like, I'm going the wrong side of the road, Gil.
I don't think Wonka knows what a motor is.
No, he doesn't. He takes his card and goes, alright.
Jinky doesn't know what a card is.
What's this rectangle you've given me? This chocolate, he just bites.
He just eats the card, and he thinks that's the most bland chocolate I've ever had.
Aye, that's just rotted, man.
You ought to have mine. Oh, Charlie Bucket appears and Willy gives him this look like he's here for his free school dinner.
Oh man, it does give him a look like, oh man, the poor boy's here.
Man,
he's like to inform us, make sure everything's tied in.
Oh man, Grandpa Joe just doesn't even know what's going on, man. He's just known that he's going to get free chocolate. He's holiday pockets with even more.
Grandpa Joe, though, you have to remember, he's been in a fucking bed for 20 years, man. He's been in bed since the 50s. He's walked out the front door. He's seen cars. He's like, what's going on? He wakes up, he sees an aeroplane, he's like, oh no, they're going to drop a bomb.
Do you think
this cunt's been in bed since the war, literally.
Do you think when Violet's dad said he's into used cars, he thought, used cars?
He's like Brooks and Shawshank.
Man.
When he gets out the jail and he's gets run over by a motor and he's like, oh. He goes back to bed.
He just returns to where he came from.
It's just safe in there.
You know, like
I don't think I'm going to stay.
You know, like Bigfoot coming out of the woods? Grandpa Joe returns to bed. But the thing is, see anywhere in the world, he can jump into any bed but appear there. What's the name of that thing on Star Trek? The holodeck. It's like that, but a bed.
I have to return home now. He just phases into a bed.
And he's like,
"My people need me."
I know how weird this sounds, But can I jump into bed with you a second? It isn't what it sounds like, and he just fades away.
You just need to be safe.
It's
too fast out here.
He goes into the bed, you know, when Renton goes into the carpet, he goes into the bed
And sinks into it.
It appears.
You know, that at the end when Charlie gets the factory as well, first order of business for Grandpa Joe's like, make me a bed.
Fuck, I really got me. Sorry.
Charlie's like, I've just got the keys. Charlie's like, I've just got the keys.
Jenky just nests everywhere.
Every room's got a corner, he's like a cat.
Do you remember Toombs and X-Files?
No, oh man.
He eats your liver.
Aye.
Do you remember at the end he licks newspaper and starts sticking it to the wall to make a layer? That's Grandpa Joe in this lot. This thing's a trap, man. What is this first, man? This architecture's oil the shop.
I love this, man.
What, man?
I love the fact that none of it makes sense.
It's German expressionism and it's incredible.
Yeah. I think the set design is some of the best design in any movie.
I've got problems,
The place
man.
looks incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I know you've got problems and we'll get there, but I think the fact this place looks like such a fucking hellhole of a maze adds to everything. It's no clean and tidy and simple. It's all fucked and weird and bizarre. It's fucking... I love this shit, man, no?
You like the mad element to it, man?
Oh, totally, man. It's like a fun house, man. This is like the Joker's playhouse.
I am struggling and I'm not even seeing a bar of chocolate yet. Who are these war people, man?
Do you know love this? These coat hangers?
Who are these
Did you
people?
see these coat hangers?
What is
Man,
this?
I'll tell you what, man. You want to find this in IKEA? They're horns, Graham. They're horns. One of them grabs Uncle Joe's hat. Uncle Joe.
I would just be screaming, there's people in the walls, help them.
And you'd be escorted out, man. You'd get the first Oompa Loompa song.
Jenkins, like, you couldn't horn the rest of it, you need to go.
Aye, you need to be able to horn it. That's why he makes it so weird. He's like, you need to be a fucking weirdo, man. Maybe this is his real voice when he's like in his office, in his wee half and half office. You need to be into some fucking weird shit, man.
That's what I'm into.
You need to be, I'm into some weird shit, man.
There's a load of...
You horn it, man. If you can't horn it, man, you're not getting this chocolate. That's how you talk.
I'd be terrified. There's a load of rules and the was, and it's impossible.
This contract is hilarious, man.
It isn't. It's a farce.
Of course it is, but that's why it's so funny. This comically large thing that it gets smaller and smaller and smaller until there's just literally nothing at the bottom.
It looks like a print you'd get for one of these shops.
I got one of those ones that's like a pop-up in a shopping centre.
Like you buy generic art.
Aye, and like bedazzled artwork is like a picture of New York in a shiny frame.
You get a black and white image with a big yellow taxi.
Aye, exactly.
Maybe the Brooklyn Bridge.
Or it's like Muhammad Ali but in diamonds for some reason.
Oh,
Do you know what I'm
man.
talking about?
These fools sign their lives away and they don't even know.
Man, Veruca's like, I want to sign it first. And he's like, oh, I'm not sure about this. And she's like, you don't give me anything I want. She's amazing, man.
She's great, man.
She's so funny throughout this movie.
I like
and
what
this dad.
Veruca's all about, man.
Aye, she knows what she wants.
Charlie asks if it's cool.
I like this. This is actually the best line by Grandpa Joe. He's like, sign it, Charlie, got nothing to lose. And he's absolutely fucking right.
Man, if I was Wonka, I'd point at those shoes.
That's a fucking sin. Well, fucking Grandpa Joe's would be spotless because he's never fucking used them, the cunt.
They've not been bought now, you know that.
No, these are his war boots that he fucking kept.
This is cardboard, man. Cardboard and sellotape.
So, like wee sandals.
He's made himself some cardboard Lacostes.
Just drawn wee alligators on the side of them.
They get caught in this trapdoor.
Man, if you're claustrophobic, this is a fucking nightmare of a room.
It looks horrible.
It's the Gwen. It's got this weird. I don't know what you call it. You might know what this is called. The black and white wallpaper. That's like
Chevron.
That what it is, chevron, and it's fucking creepy, man.
Yeah.
And you walk into this, it's like triangular and it's narrow, and they're all getting squished. And
Yeah.
that. Grandpa Joe cups a feel.
Yeah, aye, Mike's mom, man. He pure well goes for it. Is it Mike's mom?
Aye, makes mom. Like, somebody's touching me, and Grandpa's like, oh. Doesn't deny it. He just goes, oh.
He's like, I've just done a 20-year stretch. I need it. Mike's mom. If I was Mike, I'd be like, here, buddy. Pop him, man.
Just kills Grandpa Joe in this corridor. They go out this weird corridor, the same door they come in, but they're in a different location, Karen.
Aye, man, because time and space is shifted and they are somewhere else entirely, and this is honestly horrible.
Do you not like this?
What is all this?
Exactly, this is...
Where am I at this point?
This is a Alice in Wonderland type trip we're on, man. That's what you need to accept. You're on a trip here. Don't try and make any logic, man. Just enjoy the ride, son.
It gets all small up the hole.
That's a good note.
I couldn't handle this, man. I'd be puking thinking I was going to be one of the people in the was with just holding a coat forever.
Oh, you wouldn't. Think that's other guests for the past.
Oh, man.
They've been stuck in the walls and painted gold.
Just
that's where they get the golden tickets for. They just shave their back.
I hate holding coats, man.
That's the worst thing ever. I need to hold this jacket all day. This next room again is the most magical room in the world.
I am pure throwing up at the colour of this pond, man.
It's chocolate. Chocolate's brown.
There is heavy algae in that, and you know the tadpoles are dead, man. There'll be some sort of mad ecosystem in that. He sings this song, man.
It doesn't it? Don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking dare. He sings a song. He sings the song, man. One of the fucking best songs in any musical ever, and I'll fucking slit your throat.
You're livid, man.
He sings pure imagination.
You're waiting your chin. You're sliver not doing
you know loving this song?
Fizzing.
You know loving it?
It's fine.
Do you think it's a fucking great scene the way the doors open and we're just presented to this factory and they all step out and the score spells out a wee bit here? No?
It's alright.
And he walks down these stairs.
It's
funny.
Fine.
Man, you're cold-hearted, you're cold-blooded.
Man, he keeps slowing them down as these mutants just want to devour this chocolate.
That's what it's for. Everything in the room is edible. That's fucking so cool.
He lets them at it and they just run in, eating all this stuff after they run. They have no idea where they are.
It's the 70s, man. Everything's bogging.
Nobody's talking about the fact that elevator did all that stuff. I don't know where I am in time.
You're in a chocolate factory, man. You enjoy it, man.
I'd fuck it in the gummy bears, man. I'd eat 3 of them in one go and just get carted out with a song. Fizzing at the mouth, man.
Because you only get a song if you do something morally wrong. You're just like, you just can't handle it.
I just love gummy bears.
Man, these gummy bears are huge and all. They hang off a tree.
Good.
See, something that you like.
You're a chocolate guy.
Not necessarily, I like everything, but
so what zone are you hitting? Top 3 zones?
I tell you what, see Mike's Moss, she's eating the cream off of these big mushrooms.
Aye.
I might be going for that cream as well, man, whipped cream, but like, if it's half a mushroom, you have to get a wee bit high as well.
I'd eat the cream off Mike's Maw.
Fucking Grandpa Joe.
I think it's a bit disgusting when Violet just punches a hole, when Veruca just punches a hole in this thing
and puts her horn in, it's all jam or something.
I think that was actually a living creature in that factory.
She's just killing all the fucking ecosystem, as you say, and just eating them.
That was a brain
man,
juice.
It's a dog-eat-dog world.
Oh, this factory, man.
I like this wee cup that Gene Wilder's drinking out of, and then he eats it.
The lily is beautiful.
Aye, as he's singing. Do you think this song's a good song? And Gene Wilder performs it really well.
He does. Fantastic.
He's amazing.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
And again, as you said, he's so handsome on screen. He takes his wee hat off and that, and he sings this song, and it's a fucking magical moment, man.
He's so
watchable. He's got this unbelievable charisma. You just go to him.
Yeah, there's very few like him now. Mm-hmm. There really is.
Very, very few.
There's all sort of candy shenanigans, and I could not care less, man. His coat is nice, though.
That is a deep purple, man. That is purple as fuck, this coat.
I'd wear that about, man.
So would that, man. Wonder how much that goes for at auction. Remember this old Dorothy's dress?
Yeah.
And it was like, it broke the record for the highest selling prop. It went for like 10 million or something like that.
10 million?
It went for like 2 million. And that was the record, and it broke again.
I'd like to think it was displayed somewhere. It should be in a museum.
Aye. How much do you think if they've got Gene Wilder's actual Wonka jacket, man?
250 quid.
Oh, I'd be fucking buying that.
Would you be that
I wouldn't fit it, but...
Everybody!
Oh, but you know what I'm like now? Gene Wilder's a slim guy. I'm not a slim guy.
Would you pure dance about?
Immediately, it would just be Incredible Hulk. Just the back would burst out at me, and the sleeves would pop off. I'm like, oh! I'm Wonka. People are, no, you're no.
But
You're
if
fat.
see if there was a rip in it though, would you patch it with like one of the cloths with big dots on it?
Aye,
like
of course.
Like an
a
old
big
school hobo?
Aye. Oh, I'd make that work, man.
What kind of hat would you wear?
You need to wear a top hat. It only goes with a top hat.
But you couldn't get the right colour, so it'd be a
Because
different
he's got
colour.
a nice red silk number, man. I just have like a black top hat.
I think you couldn't find one, so you went to Argos and bought one of the 20 quid magic sets for Wayne's and you just took
Just use the
the
magician's
plastic hat.
It's got a hole in it.
Aye.
A bunny keeps on popping out. I'm like, get back in there. I'm Willy Wonka.
I can't control it. Wonka's miserable, man. He is taking this all in, and this is a calculated character.
Totally. And he is, if it isn't for Gene Wilder's amazing performance, he's a sociopath.
Yeah.
But he's a complete psychopath and he's not a nice person. He's given a lovable likeableness because of the amazing performance, but like on paper, on a screenplay, if you're just reading this, he comes across like a fucking maniac.
Yeah.
But he's so good. I think he's an amazing character. Amazing performance. It is, man.
You love this so much.
I do. Talking about it.
Grandpa Joe says it's the most impressive thing he's ever seen. I'd guarantee this is what his bathwater looks like.
No, man. Oh, this is like see, when you come back from tea in the park and you go in your first bath and the water just turns a mad colour. And then when you drain the bath, you need to wipe the outside of it because it's all minging.
That's a Grandpa Joe
That's
bath.
a Grandpa Joe.
20-year deep.
20-year deep. Oh.
And you know that's a thin
You
bath.
scrape it off him, man.
Poor Charlie's mom, man. You know she's got the
She
big
needs to wash
stick.
him. Aye, with the big stick. And you know it's not a proper bath, it's like a big tub in the middle of the living room.
It's a tin thing. It's on bricks and there's a candle in the middle to heat it.
it's like the start of the aviator.
Wonka's proud of the waterfall mixer. He's fucking clueless, man.
He's not clueless. He's in this no, but like, what I mean is in this economy, he must be a billionaire with the amount of tickets he's just sold.
Such a stupid whitey mixed chocolate, man.
Making his money,
Right,
getting that money. You're just a hater.
man.
Stop being a hater. Wonka's fucking swimming in this money, man. He's got a Scrooge McDuck pool in one of the rooms where he just swims about. You don't think so?
I think we can call it here, man.
No, not for you.
No, man. I'm talking about what's coming next, man. I am out, man.
It's just chocolate. Why are you so scared of chocolate? You big
No,
shite bag?
man. These things, man.
You talking about the Oompa Let's talk about the Oompa Ken. What are you going to say? These
Here.
Oompa are fucking great, by the way.
What are these things, man?
Exactly. This is where you're like,
Why are they orange and what the fuck's the hairstyle?
you're complaining about the coat hangers in the weird corridors, man. See if I see a new species of human being, I'm like, what are you doing, Wonka?
These people say they are not real people.
Grandpa Joe says they can't be real humans or something. Why fucking dare you? At
This,
least they've got legs.
at least he's done a day's work.
I know. Grandpa Joe must see them grafting. He's like, what are they doing over there? I've never seen anything like that before. Does that work?
This Willy Wonka says they're from Oompaland. He gives them some sob story about saving them from their land and these big made up creatures, but his ob's just exploiting them. This is practically Blood Diamond, man.
There's a bit of human trafficking going on here, man. He's trafficked these Oompas.
You agree?
Oh, aye.
It's no right.
She's is it Mike's teacher or whatever? Says she's a geography teacher. She's never heard of Impaland or whatever. And he just gives her some story about how all these creatures are trying to eat them, so he took them to his factory to save them.
Augustus can't help it and starts punching this pond with his mitts, man, pure desperate.
Big Augustus is me, man. He's seen some chocolate and he's like, I'm going for it. I'm going for the gold here.
I want this chocolate
I
water.
love the fact that everything in this factory is edible, or in this room's edible, and he's like, no, I'm going for the water.
Wonka's raging.
He's so upset, not about Augustus, but about his chocolate. He's like, my chocolate, my precious chocolate. And then he falls in and he's like, oh, you know, he doesn't say fuck, but he's like, my chocolate. And I do love the running theme throughout this movie, and we'll get to it as we get there, but Wonka does not give one single
Not
fuck about
one.
any of these kids, and it's so funny.
He's just
She's like, help him, and he goes, help, please. Did you get this bit?
Augustus has just spoiled a whole batch, man.
He has.
That's going to be some
cost
hairy.
him a fortune.
That's going to be some hairy chocolate for the tune.
Oh, I guess Wonka's still selling it.
Obviously, he's not thrown out a
And it's
batch.
just 70s, man. There's no quality control, is there? It's not as if they need to run it by anybody.
I've just wrote hairy dairy.
I like that.
Charlie's useless and offers a plastic lolly. That's a pure slippy attempt, man. Bucket knows what he's up to.
Aye, Bucket's wanting to. He's like, oh, hold on to this, but really he's hoping he drowns. And Charlie Bucket's like, one down. That's one down.
And here we go. This is my favourite thing about this film. This is a slasher film.
Movie, yeah.
This is a slasher, man.
PG slasher. We don't see any deaths, but we pretty much see deaths.
This kid just drowns and they just watch and it's awful. Did you see when he went up that tube?
It's funny as fuck.
Wonka's pure getting off on it.
Yes, he's loving it. He's eating a wee bit of chocolate and he's just like, what is it he says? Gene Wilder does it amazing, man. I'm never going to do it justice, but it's like...
You pure respect and love Gene Wilder.
He's so good though. Like,
he changed your life.
He's like, the tension, what is it he says? The tension's unbearable. Oh, I hope it lasts. He's got a wee sexual thrill of watching kids die.
This wee Wayne getting up this tube is so upsetting to watch. It looks like he can't breathe.
I did get a wee physics lesson though about how pressure shoots something at a gun. Remember Grandpa Joe says, have you ever known how a bullet shoots at a gun or something like that? And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Cheers, Grandpa Joe.
What's he been doing into parks at night? Kid knowing he's in that bed.
He sneaks out and just shoots people and
Mugs
goes back into bed. He steals our tobacco and goes back to bed.
You don't think he's robbing. You just think he's shooting them and running back
He just
to
likes
bed.
the thrill.
He's just mad.
He's just a serial killer.
Hey, you!
And he goes back into bed. Oh, my legs! I've been here 20 years.
It could never be me. I've been in my bed. Man. He shoots out this thing, man. He's dead. There's no way he survived that.
Where does it Wonka says that he goes? The fudging room, is that right?
Aye.
What does that mean?
I don't want to know. Dahmer packs boxes, man.
Oh, he would have employed him, man. He totally employed Dahmer. Like, knowing his history, knowing who he was.
Knowing his experience in the chocolate factory.
Although, no, but we did know that...
He packed fudge for a living, man.
He did, he did.
Was this from about... No, that was the 80s, wasn't it? I bet I don't want to be rude or insensitive.
Mm-hmm.
I bet he'd have done alright in that chocolate factory. Just keep his seed down and...
I mean, if they need to reach a tall shelf, he's the only one that's going to get there.
I bet you Wonka was... See with Dahmer, I bet he loved his work ethic, but he hated that he kept murdering, humping and pulling poos.
He's like, I've only got 8 of them.
Dahmer...
I brought a full squad with me.
Mr. Dahmer, I do respect that you're working extra hours, you don't ask too many questions.
You're
and
packing fuck out these boxes, by the way.
they are looking exquisite, Mr. Dahmer. Squizzly doodly do. And I just need to ask you one thing. You keep leaving and you've got these bin bags.
For Oompa Loompa bars.
There's green hair sticking out the Oompa Loompa
I
bars.
seen a leg sticking out one the other day.
Can I help but notice that you've got some red stuff and some green hairs on your knuckles the new? That's quite a lot of green hair. Is that orange? Man,
Okay,
the
I'll take that
Oompa
as a no.
Loompas are delicious.
Do you think there's any female Oompa Loompas?
You don't see any in it. What's happening there? I feel like it's an X-Files home scenario. There's one somewhere.
It does, man. This factory, I want to explore every room in this factory. I'm not talking about the rooms on the tours. I want to see the rooms that you don't see. What's going on in them.
Jenny's like Brewdog.
Brewdog. No, but you know what I mean, man.
Send undercover boss in. No, that'd be Wonka, wouldn't it? You could
Wonka with a moustache.
he would be undercover boss, but to the Oompa Loompas, and we'd be like, no, wait, you're still the same size.
It's just him, but he's got green hair and he's painted orange, but he's still got his purple jacket and his hat on. He's like, oh, I'm an Oompa Loompa too. Oompa Loompa do. I've got a pair of eyes waiting for me.
He's the same height.
And he's quite clearly Willy Wonka. But they play along because they're like, fuck, man, that's the boss.
I don't want to go back to that place where that bird might eat me.
We can't have the Skarsgårds go after us again.
What's he going to do next week? He's got this Oompa Loompa whistle, and I cannot believe this.
It's not a whistle though, it's like a recorder, it's like a wee tune he plays in it.
Changed the a slightly different instrument.
I haven't seen all of the new Wonka movie with Timothée Chalamet, but I'm pretty sure this is the origins of that.
These little cretins sing about this little boy and his downfall, man.
All these songs though have a message. This one's message is fat shaming, basically.
The amount of sugar these little bandits pump out is criminal, man.
Again, man, these haven't been regulated. This is 1970. You could put as much sugar in it as you could fucking fit.
You know this is the good stuff, I know,
Oh,
man.
this is sugar. This is pure 100% Colombian sugar.
Do you think this is Oompa sugar?
Oh, it's Oompa sugar.
Where do you think it comes from?
Oh, it's pure. You know what? If this was a cop movie, you know, the cop would take a wee bit of his pinky and go, oh, that's some Oompa.
Do you think he'd pick up the female Oompa Loompa and say, I'm taking her or not?
The cop?
She's mine now.
She has to work off the debt.
And she puts on his shades.
Oh man, they ride away.
They walk.
You just see her wee Oompa head just disappearing under the dashboard. Oompa job.
What is the hierarchy of these Oompa Loompas?
There isn't, man. What's that?
Jamie fight at night. And it resets in the morning.
It's like Star Trek. They've got they're shirtless. They've got the big sticks.
But it's every single night.
And then it resets in the morning, and there's always a new alpha, whoever won the fight.
I think
And he's the boss for the day.
Do you think they wear a crown?
It's a crown made of fucking Oompa.
It's bones for one of the birds that used to chase them. I would ask, see if I was on this tour, I'd be like, why don't they talk or look at us? Do they think they're better than us?
Have so many questions, man. I'd be kicked out because I would just be like, no, hold on a minute. We need to speak about these fucking animals that you've just showed us or whatever they're.
What are you all about?
Oh, I know you can hear me with that water. It's only like 10 feet away.
You're no better than me?
You're fucking better than me because you're orange.
Do you think you're better than me because my grandpa's no got a job? I'm Charlie Bucket.
Here, give some of that sugar.
I'm Charlie Bucket for the YY. And I'm Grandpa Joe for the YY. This scene is crazy. This boat arrives. Did you see this boat?
Wonkatania.
What?
He calls it Wonkatania. I don't know
Okay.
if that's the name of the boat, but that's what he says.
Right.
I would argue that this is the best scene of the entire movie.
This is amazing.
It is unbelievable, man. This, as you say, this is like a slasher. This is a flat out psychological thriller at this point, man.
He freaks them out at this bit.
One of the, I know you're making fun of me and understand for like sucking Gene Wilder's dick so much in this movie, but do you know, like, he is incredible in this scene.
He totally goes with it and doesn't give a fuck, man.
He sings this song.
There's no way, oh no way. And the way it warps and stuff, man.
Yeah, we see these horrifying images of like bugs and a chicken getting its head chopped off. And all
It's
these,
the ring tape, man.
yeah, it's the ring tape. It's basically the ring tape. All these small children on this boat. It's going slowly and he gets faster and faster. Did you notice the lighting on his face?
See, even though the airways are going to survive their downfall, 7 days later he's going to phone them and say you're dead.
Wonka just kills him in the right house.
He's not going to leave any witnesses for what happened to them.
No, he's like, you might tell Slugworth. And they'd be like, Slugworth was the real, he was your pal. He's that's his real voice.
This is obviously crewed by the Oompa Loompas because he's not paying anybody else to do it.
The whole way through this movie, these wee guys are grafting, by the way.
What did see this like boat ride? Does he's doing this on a daily basis? Going to places?
No, I've got a feeling all this was set up just for the tour. I think this is what he does every day to get there.
Violet's dad talks to Veruca's dad, asks what business he's in. He says, nuts! I thought he was going to say his first name was Dry Roasted and this is how it happened.
This is Dry Roasted for creating.
This is how they met. Do you like
Dry Roasted and nuts.
Oh, I've got an idea for a nut. Have you ever... what's your name?
Dry roast.
Do you like a dry roasted nut?
They're the best nuts.
I didn't expect that.
I'm not a fan of nuts in general. I don't eat them unless they're like offered to me.
Do you want these nuts? They're pure scared of this tunnel as they approach it. It's weird. This trippy scene. This is what it's all about, man. They are freaking out and this thing goes full pelt.
It gets faster and faster. These images start showing up on screen. Gene Wilder starts singing this song.
Charlie says it's freaky, but Grandpa Joe's getting into it, man. 40 flashbacks at once. He's like, yes, here we fucking go.
His acid is kicking in fucking before he went in. It's fucking amazing, but it gets faster and faster. These horrific images. Willy Wonka's singing this song. The lighting's incredible on his face. It's like...
This is outrageous, man.
Yeah, it's great.
Grandpa Joe's out his tits, man. He's on out a day acid.
Grandpa Joe just sees a DSS officer. He's like, oh no!
We get to the inventing room. This place is a tip and everybody comments on it.
Everybody's just like, state of your room.
Elf inspectors mentioned and everything. This place is fun apart.
That is funny. But I still love the set design here because it is so busy. There's so much going on. It looks like a madman's invention room. Do you think so?
I like this Mike kid, man. He's just in at everything.
He doesn't give a fuck, man. Mike's just curious as fuck. He does tell them before they go not to touch it or not to do it, and then Mike immediately just sticks something right in his mouth.
Mike's got a 6-shooter and he doesn't give a fuck, man.
Wonka's on this bike, and the bike's churning chocolate or whatever, or milk or butter, I don't know. And he's singing this merry wee song. Do you like this wee song he's singing?
Right.
And then Mike eats something and it blows up and falls into all these pots and pans. And that's what you get, you wee dick. I wouldn't be eating it in this place, by the way.
See, if I was one of these Oompa Loompas, man, I would just try and knock Charlie out and swap with his place, man, to try and get out of here. This place is a hellhole.
I mean, the Oompa Loompas aren't happy. I think we can both agree on that. They're just like, look, thank you for like taking us out of our war-torn country, but like, we are humans, man. We've got rights. Like, you fucking have me.
You're only humans.
Aye, you're orange. The fuck?
Would you think of these everlasting gobstoppers?
They look pretty minging, man.
I think they look cool, man.
No, they look cool, but like, they don't comfy to eat. They're like jaggy.
Yeah, they're not circular.
If they're not circular like a gobstopper should be, like, I think if you put that in your mouth, they would just be annoying.
This is what Slugworth's after.
All these things in this factory, and this is the thing he's after. Do you like the big machine that makes it? It goes...
Yeah, that's
makes
alright.
all these noises.
I'm okay with that machine.
I like a big machine that makes all those noises and that.
He makes them swear to secrecy about these gobstoppers.
Do you know what's mad? Fucking Veruca though crosses her fingers behind their back.
He hands these everlasting gobstoppers out and Grandpa Joe pure moans about one because Charlie nearly didn't get something.
He gives him a bit of jib. Like, he was getting to on them out one by one, and Grandpa Joe's like, what about Charlie? I'm like, fucking calmed down.
He wasn't finished dishing them out.
He literally wasn't he?
You pure love this guy, you know?
Grandpa Joe? No, I think we can both agree Grandpa Joe needs...
Why are you wearing that Grandpa Joe t-shirt?
In China exists. Do you think there's Grandpa Joe merch out there?
Aye, man.
Did you hear the comment Grandpa Joe makes about this place as well? When they walk in, it's all like steam and smoke and all that, and he goes, it's like a Turkish bathhouse. And I'm like, how do you know that, Grandpa?
Pure pulling his wee manky wiener.
Oh, his wee horrid nails, man.
Wee spludge. It's just a wee puff of air. And a butterfly comes out because he's so skinned.
It's like he opens his wallet. That will always make me laugh in any cartoon.
Aye, man.
When I'm off or something comes out of a wallet, I'm like, that's fucking good shit. They did it in The Mask. Remember Jim Carrey's The Mask at one point?
Mate, open my wallet.
They have this machine, this ridiculous contraption of machine that makes a 3-course meal into chewing gum. Do you see this thing, man? It's got all sorts of levers and buttons and there's bees inside it and all that.
This thing is turning so fast, man.
It's very Saw. You know that he's got inventions that he keeps in a separate room.
It also punishes the kids based on whatever they're into. It's pure weird.
This is another thing about the movie that's a bit sinister. We've got Slugworth, who just happens to know where they are at all times. And these Oompa that have got these pre-rehearsed, choreographed songs based on each of their personalities.
Something's going on.
Do you think Wonka's done like background tests on all these wee fuckers?
Yes. You're getting it.
And he's like, I'm going to tempt them. Because it is temptation. Like, you've got... Augustus was tempted by the chocolate waterfall. She's been tempted by chewing gum, because Violet's into chewing gum. That's her thing. Like, they've all got their wee things, man. He's just like the devil.
It's like Seven, but with chocolate.
It's like a kid's, it's like a PG-7. Man, this film's a U, by the way.
That is nuts.
Isn't that weird? I could have sworn.
Hello, nuts, I'm dry roasted. Mind that. Mind when they
What
do
business you in? Nuts.
Violet just wolfs this beta gum, man. It's in beta.
And Wonka again is like, please stop, don't, in this really unenthusiastic voice. Man, he's so funny at this.
It's awful. She goes blue. She just turns blue.
But again, fucking, as my mom would say, or my granny would say, helmet in air.
No, man, that child
she's
literally turns blue.
She's tilting now, though.
That's a fate worse than death. She's going to be blue.
I mean, it could be worse. She could be orange, like the rest of these Oompa Loompas. Do you think that's what the Oompa Loompas done? They tried something?
They gradually turn them into the rain.
Do you think they weren't orange to begin with and he's just experimented on them?
These were Town's children.
They were children. They weren't even like little people. They were just children that he's just fed weird shit to and they've just turned into that.
Man, that's who
Violet's going to get into that room to be just in quotes, but really they're just turning her into an Oompa Loompa.
He is. He's just gave them...
It's like a Pied Piper type scenario where he just steals all the wine in the village.
I think they were Town's children, then he's gave them the chocolate that he was first trying to kind of work out the magic on, and that's what happened to them. You know how, like, the constant gardener?
Oh my god, fucking hell, what a pull. Aye.
Violet is blue, and this dad needs... he just needs to watch as his daughter turns into a monster.
This is the second parents just have to helplessly watch as their kid just gets fucked, man. I really like Wonka's, again, like with Augustus, he was all only concerned about his chocolate. Here he's thinking to himself and he's talking to himself and he's like, it's always blueberries, it's always the blueberries that gets them. And he's just trying to work out the kinks in his fucking machine. He doesn't care about this. She's getting rolled about with these on blueberries. He's like, they always turn blue.
Right,
which suggests that there's been others.
Righto.
They always turn blue is what he says.
I kind of get this. I will still fall for the old strawberry gum situation. You know you buy it, you know you're getting a good 4 chews out it and the flavour's gone, man.
You get about 2 good gins.
It's gone. See if you offered me a pure Permo 7-hour flavour blueberry.
Oh, that would be nice.
I'd go for it. I'd go through the better stage. I'd be blue for a while.
If you knew that it tasted like that.
Aye, blue. Oh,
it's not the blue that is the problem, though. It's not turning blue. She swells up.
She goes full Cloverfield.
Man, and do you know what? Again, I watched the fucking making of on this. This poor lassie was actually wearing this big costume, man. They couldn't have got a stunt woman for this.
Did this
they see they're rolling her about, man.
Did that little child have to get rolled about by these people?
That wee child was getting rolled about in this big plastic, I guess, one of those like fat sumo suits that they wear or whatever.
She's going to have nightmares for...
She got her head smacked off. See the roar at the door? That's an actual big metal frame door, a real door, and apparently her head get rattled off it. It was when they're rolling her about.
That's another one done. This thing's got a body count. Here, Wonka references it. This is crazy.
He says 2 children down, free to go or something.
He's loving this, man.
He is. Oh man, you know Wonka's fucking... He's going to watch this back. This is on CCTV. He's going to watch it later. For his sick satisfaction.
It's like Manhunt game.
It is, man. He's got a pig mask.
Starkweather. They like this wallpaper.
This wallpaper gives me the book. This factory's magical and I'd love to visit it, man, but I'm not touching this wallpaper.
You know,
he says it's for nurseries. Can you imagine nursery being lit? And it's not as if it's fresh. Like, if somebody likes that, another person can lick in the exact same spot as you just looked.
That is disgusting.
This is... What's dirtier, this wall or Grandpa Joe's bed?
Grandpa Joe's bed, man.
Imagine you have to lick Grandpa Joe's bed.
See if this film was... It came with one of these scratch and sniff cards, man. I wouldn't scratch his, but...
Because it would just smell of fucking cabbage.
It smell like that manky bastard.
Oh, man.
Fizzy drinks room, man. What is this fizzy drinks room?
This is a dead weird thing. Like,
Here they go.
but
Tempted.
you've just seen 2 children be escorted and carried away. You know that this place is dangerous, and at the very least, you know that fucking Wonka doesn't give a fuck about health and safety. And
They know they're lucky enough to be there. They know they're lucky enough to be there to begin with.
Aye, and Grandpa Joe's got the cheek to be like, Charlie, let's swipe a drink. I'm like, no, Grandpa Joe, we can't.
Jinky's just really thirsty.
Aye, well that, and I think he needs to steal something.
What's this about?
He spent 20 years stealing benefits money, do you know what I mean? He just needs to steal something. And he's like, there's a bottle of fizzy juice here. By the way,
I'm glad this comes back. Can I just say that? I'm so glad this comes back,
Yeah,
and they didn't just get away with this.
I do like that this scene is actually kind of relevant to the plot. It's not just a random scene. So everybody knows this scene. They drink the fizzy lifting juice, they go up into the sky towards a fucking fan, and Grandpa's like, it's going to chop us up into a million pieces. I'm like, calm down, man, it's just a fan. Just hold on to the wee bit in the middle and you'll be fine.
They are floating in the CGI.
I'll tell you what. I watched this on Blu-ray, and Blu-ray was not kind to this scene, man. You can see the harnesses, man.
It is totally brutal. Grandpa Joe does a flip like him for GLS. I don't know why I've said that twice.
Twice you've referenced this wee prick.
I don't know how he's done somersaults.
Why do people continue to drink random things in this factory? That could be acid in there for all you know. They're just taking a swig at it.
Imagine being the cinema in 71. I'd be like that. Oh no, they're going to get chopped up to bits.
At this point in the movie, though, if you've never seen it before, you're like, this is plausible in this hellhole of a world.
And then it's disgusting again for 5 minutes.
They need to burp to get in the way, which I don't even know what the science of that is.
It's pure rank, man.
Is this what's on the top of this there giant beanstalk? A golden geese, am I right?
Yeah, it's a goose, isn't it? He has to, a gander. A goose.
Which is a goose, isn't it?
He has to get that for that giant.
Where does he get these things? That's what I'm asking. Where does Willy Wonka get these Oompa Loompas, and where does he get these big massive geese that lay golden eggs?
He travels a lot. Wonka, the prequel, must go into that a little bit.
It must. Again, I didn't watch all of it, but
Tim Burton's does tell you a little bit. Do you remember he builds the...
I know there's a whole big backstory.
India.
Yeah.
He builds but the sun melts the chocolate. These geese are kept here to lay their massive golden eggs, and the whole place is just so shady to me. Veruca wants a golden goose, and Charlie rolls his eyes and says, "Here we go." If I was her dad, turn around like, "Hear you, what you saying, bucket?"
Oh, his dad's not got any balls left at all, man. His dad's a broken man.
I would proper senior Malfoyer, man. Who you talking to?
Oh, man. Malfoy's dad's a hard man.
See, if he was staring at me through a window, I'd still motion. Sorry.
I want it now.
Daddy.
She's great at this character, though, man.
She's good.
She's so unlikable and so whiny.
Totally arrogant.
Yeah, her voice, she's got that total... I don't want to say Tony voice, but come on, man.
These Oompa Loompas know it's a matter of time, and they're just sizing up her jewellery for CEX.
You know that they're going to get some good shit off her, though. She only wants the best. I guess she's got a pearl necklace and all that stuff.
Decent scratch, man. Veruca goes down the chute, and the dad goes down after her.
It goes down to the garbage chute. Somebody says to Wonka, they're not really going to burn in the furnace, are they? And Wonka goes, well, the furnace is only lit every other day, so they've got a good sporting chance. He's loving all this chaos, man.
He's into it.
Oh, he's getting off on this, man.
He's like, I've got the release forms, fuck it.
The thing is, as well, though, it's so weird because, as we said earlier, he should be arrested for all these crimes, but at the same time, he's still so lovable. Like, Gene Wilder's the only one that can get away with this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He comes across as funny and likeable and charming, but really he's just killing children one by one.
Yeah. It's
so
a great
weird.
slasher, man. Another song from the Oompa Loompas, they're just blaming parents, and it's terrible.
In fairness, they're right. Again, all the Oompa Loompa songs is, you say what you want about them, they make good points. They make good points.
They're terrible.
But the message
I don't like them, they make me feel sad.
Well, the world is real, and that makes you feel sad. These Oompa Loompas have got their life together. So why the fuck are they working in a factory for this old bastard? But they've always got something to say to somebody else. this is how you should live your life. It's like, hold on now. You work in a factory for a white man. Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck up.
Hey, don't we all? hey, man.
If that's not a metaphor for life, I don't know what. We're all working for the white man.
I think it's pretty harsh on the parents. There's some line about a mother and father and these 3D 70s titles.
I thought they were coming at me.
I was like, no!
If I was in the cinema in the 70s, I'd be like,
help! That scream, man.
That's my scream.
Wonka says there will be a lot of garbage today.
That is good, man. He's so good at these wee one-liners.
I would be standing beside him like, oh.
You'd be standing beside me going,
That's brilliant, mate.
It's like good in Wonka. I love you, Wonka.
I know what you're up to.
Tell us my jokes.
Mike's mom wants to sit down and knock his time is money to Wonka.
He says transport has been arranged and we go into the Wonka-mobile.
Alright.
What you feeling about this Wonka-mobile? Because I know how you feel about this Wonka-mobile. It's filled up with, what is it? It runs on soda pop, fizzy juice.
Fizzy stuff.
It's just, the Oompa Loompas are filling this up in every orifice.
Oh.
Well, the Wonka-mobile, it's like a big car/train idea.
It's definitely organic. Definitely, there's something in here that's living, because this next scene is bizarre. What happens here? Explain this.
Well, they need to go forward.
Right,
and then the fact that the car only goes like the size of the room, which is like a 5-foot drive.
Okay, it pumps itself forward, and then what?
And then it just all the exhaust pops out everywhere.
Right, like water.
It looks a bit foamy. It's like foam. It's like a wee foam party. See, when you go to Ibiza and you have one of those foam parties, there's just foam everywhere.
This thing starts spitting its cream oil. They show up like Peter North, man.
It is the Peter North of cars.
Just big, massive.
Everybody big, massive facials, man.
Heavy Ghostbuster-y Peter North streams, man.
It's big white cream spurting out all over these people, man. And, you know, Mike Small gets it the hardest, man. She gets a big spot of cream right in the face. It's kind of fucking weird and sexual.
I've wrote they go about 5 feet.
They do. They only go from one side to the other.
Ryan thought that was funny. I watched this with you, this bit, and you laughed. And I wrote that. I thought that was funny.
I did like the fact that the whole journey was completely unnecessary. And then they go through some sort of magic car wash or whatever, and they're all clean. They
go in the Wonka vision room, and Mike explains TV to Wonka and us, the TV audience.
I love Gene Wilder here. As Mike's talking, he's looking at this way and like, he fucking hates his guts, man. Did you see this?
He saved him for last.
Because he interrupts when Wonka's explaining it, and then Mike goes, yeah, I know, blah, 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 and he starts explaining it, and Wonka's looking at him like, did you just interrupt me? Did you just fucking cut me off? That's like, you're fucking...
Yeah, what's your problem, mister?
And then he's explaining this, and he's got... In fairness for the child actor, it's a big chunk of dialogue he's got here and it has to deliver. It must have been hard to do. And then Wonka says, you need to open your mouth a little more when you talk because he's all slavering or something. I'm like, that's so harsh.
These Oompa Loompas wheel in a massive Wonka bar to beam.
Oh man, if Augustus was still here, man, he'd just fly for this thing. Why would you make it smaller? I would be like, he's the big giant bar of chocolate.
I'll just take that and go home.
Aye.
It's a TV dinner, it'll beam to your TV, it's a cool idea.
Imagine that. Imagine like you could be watching something on your telly and you're just like, I want that, and you just press a button and it just shows up in real life beside you.
I would just watch Detective Pikachu, man.
So you could just beam Pikachu into your living room?
Oh, imagine that, man. Out of all the things.
Come on. Let's be real, man. Be sitting on the couch, man. You'd watch that scene in True Detective season 1 with Woody Harrelson, man, and what's her face when she takes her tits out, and you're just like, boom, press the button, Wonka vision. Oh man, so that's the dream. That is the dream.
That's something me, you, and my wife would totally enjoy, man. Your wife would probably be up for that, and all.
Oh, she would.
We'd all be up for that.
I don't think anybody in the world could resist those, man.
Just in a row. You know how like they clown things that do this?
It's still going to work in an audio podcast.
I'm not going to explain it either. Grandpa Joe says it could change the world. He doesn't have a clue what's going on.
He's pretending he knows. He's standing there in a white suit and he's like, oh, I know science.
He knows Charlie and went, is it like the TV we've got, Charlie?
Charlie's like, that's not even a telly, Grandpa. That telly's a fucking disgrace. I'm so embarrassed, man. I get beat up in school because of this telly. See the fucking nick it. Tiny wee daft screen. Wonka and Mike and his ma standing there all uncomfortable. Because they're having this pure family domestic incident.
He's talking about telly and Grandpa Joe's just trying to kid on. He's not got a clue.
He's not got a fucking... He just wants to go back to his bed, man.
So do we all? Mike beams himself into oblivion. It is so gory. Did you see this? There's just bits of him everywhere.
He's not fucking surviving this. They even say, look, up there, he's in a million pieces. I'm like, if you get dropped into a million pieces, even if they put you back together again, you're dead. It's
like when Itchy chops Scratchy up and then heals him. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And
Scratchy chops Itchy up and then heals all the pieces. Is that what? Oh, man, oh. He's tiny and this Blu-ray upscale is unforgiving. This Mike
just like the scene with their floating and you can see their harnesses, man. You can see this wee boy standing in this soundstage, man. You can see after the Blu-ray has not helped this one bit.
They put him in a purse and give the boy to these Oompa Loompas. His mum passes out.
The Oompa Loompa, this is the first bit of dialogue you get from Oompa Loompa. You don't really hear him, but he whispers into Wonka's ear. And Wonka goes out to Oompa Loompa, oh, don't worry, I won't hold you responsible. It's funny, man. And the carry makes him out. Like, she faints and they just drag her out of this room. It's pretty violent. You know, you've never seen her again.
It's heavy.
Aye, this is the kind of fucked
No
up.
witnesses, man. No witnesses.
No witnesses left, man. These kids are dropping like flies.
Charlie's concerned about the others, and I'm thinking probably himself.
Because, like, anybody in any slasher, when the second last person goes down, they're like, I'm next. So he's got two options here. Either he accepts death, or he tools up for final girl time, and he gets ready to take down Wonka.
Final girl time and use the grandpa's bait.
Aye, Grandpa has to go and distract him while Charlie goes and finds a big blunt object to smash him with the head with. Imagine Charlie just kills Wonka.
Oh, here, I thought the opposite might happen in this next scene. He is ice cold here and it's amazing.
This is a brilliant acting.
He's like,
he turns into a fucking villain.
I hate yous.
So it's the end of the tour and basically he's like, right, thanks for coming, and he just walks into his office and they're both like, what the fuck? That was rude. Grandpa's not having it because, you know, he likes a freebie and he's like, I'm getting my free chocolate. I didn't get my bed for nothing. He marches into his office, and what's this office like, man? Everything is split in half.
What's going on in here?
It's a weird choice, man. This is the one thing I didn't see in the making of documentary. Like, I want to speak to the art director and be like, what do you think, man? It's cool though. It's
the whole set design for this entire film is incredible. It's so inspired, man.
Yeah,
it's truly scene to scene. You are amazed by everything in it.
Even that big telly room, the big white room, the big camera and stuff. Like,
they knew they didn't have anything really at the time to sort of simulate what they were going for. So I get what they were.
The minimalist thing that they done with it works.
I would still rather a Blu-ray that looked like that than anything that was touched up artificially, if I'm being honest, and I'm sure I know you agree with that.
And the perfect example is what they've done with Star Wars.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Star Wars is egregious, man. Like that Jabba the Hutt scene where he steps over his tail.
So much so you need to seek out the despecialised editions. That's what people
would rather search and pay more money to try and find an edition that doesn't look as good.
I paid £40 for A New Hope that was a purely untouched.
That's
nothing
perfect
at all done edition that was from a film print. It's amazing.
It's the only way to watch that movie.
It reminds you just, that's what I originally watched.
Because I've got the Blu-ray box set that came out before Disney bought them, you know. And sure, it's got all the movies in there, so it is a good box set, but they're all touched up. And
They are
touched down.
honestly just keeping your childhood films hostage from you. That's all that's happening. It's so strange.
And the thing is, it's not as if like you have the option to buy the older
Yep.
ones if you wanted to. It's
They'll
like, no,
just keep
this
them
is
from
what
you.
you're getting.
That's it.
Buy the new ones or suck it. Like they're forcing you to pirate.
Bastardising it, and that's what they're doing to Dumb and Dumber. I know people could laugh at that, but it's still a film.
Yeah.
This various cuts that they're just pushing it, we're just going to eventually no notice that through streaming if we don't support physical media. They can change any cut they want, and we will
If we could
eventually
change it live, like we could have a film on streaming now that we watched yesterday, and then we could log on to watch it again tomorrow, and it could be different.
Yep.
That's mental. That's fucked, man.
Yep. We know podcasts are doing that on the fly.
Yeah. So I would much rather have, as you said, this Willy Wonka movie, which is just the same movie, just upscaled. Okay, some of the special effects might look a bit shit in comparison, but I would much rather that than putting weird CGI in it to make it look modern. It wouldn't go.
A stunning film for 1971 as
Yeah.
well. What?
This office is amazing. He's got a clock it's cut in half. Even his wee hat rack is like on a model that's cut in half. Everything in the room, even the desk that he's writing on, is all split in half as if somebody's just took a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Every prop that they had. And it's weird, it doesn't make any sense, but it's incredible.
Every bit's considered.
Yeah.
The pre-production on this is so admirable. Wonka gets ice cold and tells these two to scram.
He gets a copy of the contract that he signed and reads it with this wee monocle, with this wee magnifying glass, which is also cut in half. Grandpa Joe has the audacity, the unmitigated gall to call him a crook.
Who does he think he is?
I'm like, you've been lying in a bed for 20 years claiming disability, and then you pop up and you get the first sight of free chocolate, you cunt.
Charlie leaves him a gobstopper. It's a good move.
It is.
He knew what to do.
Aye. And then, what's his name? Big Slugworth comes out of a cupboard or something that he lives in, and turns out his name's Mr. Wilkinson or something like that. And he's worked for Willy Wonka all along, and here's the plot twist, and it was all a test. This is all one big elaborate test.
Wonka is overjoyed it was Charlie that did this.
Yeah.
That gets you.
Aye.
It genuinely gets me.
You feel like he was rooting for Charlie the whole time.
He did want it to be a boy like that.
Aye. Yeah. And I guess this is the only sort of thing that references maybe Wonka's past, like maybe he came for nothing sort of thing, maybe he was poor. It alludes to it without saying it.
He isn't a boy that's ever showed greed, and I think that's what Wonka truly loves, and he's from humble beginnings. I think that's
and it makes the first 40 minutes or whatever of this movie kind of make more sense. That it shows you how bad Charlie's life is and how much he wants this, and it's his dream, because when he is awarded it here in this scene, that you feel like it's earned.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
They hop in this elevator spaceship to the moon.
And Grandpa Joe's like, what is this? I've not been out the house since 1950. What am I in?
What is this metal thing?
I can see Grandpa Joe, the last time he was in the lift, it was one of those Titanic lifts with the gate. With that pulley system.
Yeah, it was a guy that had to operate it.
Man, you have to remember, he's not been out the house since the 50s, so he's like, what is all these buttons?
See, you're right, man. Like, an elevator's hard enough, never mind a Wonka-vator.
Because he says to him, like, this is an elevator, and he's like, no, it can go front ways, back ways, sideways, diagonal, and all that. And I'm like, what sort of lift goes diagonal? I suppose the lift in the Eiffel Tower goes diagonal, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It zigzags.
Aye. Okay, well, fuck me then. I made my own point. But still, this is something, and it's just full of buttons, man.
There's a special button, Rido.
A big red button, man. The only button he's not pressed.
Charlie smashes it.
He does, man. He's like, let me push that. And then we're at it, man. We're at the finale. We're at the big fucking mass suicide that is this lift.
Grandpa Joe's terrified again they'll be torn to bits, and I'm like, what are you living for, Antiques Roadshow?
Oh, you know, as soon as he gets his horn in the keys to this factory, man, he's taking some of this stuff down to the pub and trying to punt it. And do you want a half and half statue I got off his office?
The old dicks feel last of the summer wine wouldn't even want to hang about with him.
In the scrapyard, aye. You're too dirty for us.
Mate, you look like Stiggy the Dump's cousin.
He does.
Wonka asks what he thinks of the factory, and Charlie says he loves it.
He's been given the keys by Wonka. They're all up in the sky. They're looking down at Berlin. It's supposed to be England, but they've filmed this in Germany, and you can tell it's Germany.
He is saying, "Hey, Wonka baby, if you got a phone," and he's like, "Charlie, you're now a factory owner. Here's my personal phone." He phones his dad and he says, "Danny, it's me, your son Charlie. Can you come pick us up?" Packs a suitcase. See for inside that manky house. Gives him the finger. You hear the dance music from outside. Suddenly Danny's interested in the boy again.
Because he's now a billionaire.
They're going to run the factory together.
Him and his dad. It gets pure tragic. His dad pure robs him, man.
Oh, blind. But before that, they have a good time making chocolate, selling chocolate, doing gear and tag teaming broads together.
Credits. Come with me. And
it gets mad.
So they're flying over England or whatever. They can see their house and all that shit. Wonka gives Charlie the factory, and then Grandpa Joe's like, "Can I get in?" He's like, "Oh, the whole family can move in." Grandpa Joe's immediately like, "Oh, where can I put my bed?"
He says, "Even me."
It's never been accepted before.
Oh my! He's just this whole.
He's a cheeky bastard, isn't he?
How did he get it? Just a lucky bag in life for old Grandpa Joe and that poor ma.
I feel good about them all. That's the only person who gets a break in this movie. Finally, she gets to actually sit down, man, put her feet up a wee bit. But you know, like she puts her feet up, like no one a footstool, but on an Oompa that's kneeling in front of her.
Oh, do you think they're ruthless?
Aye. Because they've never had their new money now. They've never had money before, they don't know what to do with it, so they're just pure. It's like, see when you see somebody that like wins the lottery and they just go out and buy like 10 Ferraris and 100 a Coke, and then they're in the sun a year later being like, "I won £1 million and spent it on, now I'm back in the brew."
Charlie will have this place sold and 10 kilo up his nose like Mike Carroll, the lottery winner.
Is that what you said? Holy shit, we thought the same thing. That's crazy.
What the fuck?
How mental is that?
Rido, oh my god, that's my last note.
That's in your notes and I just said that off the top of my head. That's it, man. Willy Wonka 1971 with it credits. It is amazing that this movie ever got made. It was a product of an advertising campaign co-written by an author who hated the movie and didn't want it to exist, and written by a guy who'd never written a screenplay in his life before. This was his first ever screenplay. It was cobbled together with glue and sellotape. It didn't have any budget, as you can tell, but they'd done wonders with nothing. They had Gene Wilder, who completely saves this movie with just an amazing all-time performance. Some great kid actors, which you don't get a lot. You're lucky to get one good kid actor in the movie, never mind like 5. Good music, considering that the person who wrote this had never written a musical before and didn't have any musical talent, just cobbled this together. And all these pieces that shouldn't work just did.
Yeah.
And this movie just works for me. Like, I overestimate how much I love this movie as if it's my favourite of all time. It isn't, but I do love parts of it. I love all the factory stuff. I love Gene Wilder's performance. The movie works on so many levels.
It makes you feel like a kid again.
Makes me feel like a kid
you're
again.
clearly beaming. It's amazing.
Yeah, and it's wonderful. Like, and also such an easy watch.
And you were so excited on the build up of watching this, suggesting this.
Yeah.
You were excited. I remember you were texting sitting down to watch this. All through this, it's been lovely. You're pure excited about this one.
Yep. And it's an all timer, man. It is. It's not a 5 out of 5 coconuts though, because there is problems with it, of course. But in terms of watchability, man, I could watch this like yearly, no weekly, like Forrest Gump, but like I could watch this yearly, and I can't wait to watch it in a couple of years' time with my kids. Hopefully they love it. I won't be offended if they don't. They could be like, Dad, this is really fucking boring.
I think the big one will like it. I think the wee one will slag it with me.
That sounds about right.
I hope she does, aye.
I'll report back. I'll
Pure
do
pelters it,
if
man.
we're still doing this podcast in about 2 or 3 years, I'll do a rewatch.
I'm going to teach her to throw fruit at Charlie at the telly.
Don't teach her anything.
You'll be wiping the telly with wipes. Killed.
With all that being said, love the movie. Gene Wilder, it's never been replicated. Like, there's been other people who've taken different variations on Wonka, and they're all fine. Even Johnny Depp's wasn't for me, but I get that it went someone else.
Yeah.
But this Gene Wilder performance, he brings a lovability to a character who is not lovable or even likeable. But the performance is so engaging that you're just into it. And if nothing, for no other reason, watch it for him. I think it's a must watch if you're a Gene Wilder fan. 4 out of 5 coconuts.
Okay. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory in 1971. It's so technically fantastic and totally delicious. I think the work on this film is breathtaking. It just is. This must have been dazzling opening night, man. Like opening day. Imagine taking your kid to that and just... Amazing. It would have been like Santa, all of that, Christmas. It is just so technically and visually stunning. Gene Wilder is terrific. He really brought that character to life from just pages and words. And the costume is even more so. I really have to repeat, the work behind the scenes on this picture is really detailed and so appreciated. Chocolate is just not my taste. I really like the darker elements of this film. I really like that it's this crazy slasher. 3.5 out of 5 coconuts.
Fair. I thought you were going to go lower than that.
Next week, we're going... It's getting kind of cold in here, man.
It's getting very cold, man. Why don't you shut that window?
Roll the trailer.
Mayday. Mayday. Can you hear me? This is U.S. Station 31. You read me? Found something in the ice. We need some help down here. Can anybody hear me? We found something. We found something. We found something.
12 men had just discovered something. For 100,000 years, it was buried in the snow and ice. Now it has found a place to live. Inside. Where no one can see it, or hear it, or feel it.
I know I'm human. Some of you are still human. This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to, but it's vulnerable out in the open. If it takes us over, then it has no more enemies. Nobody left to kill it. And then it's won.
You guys gonna listen to Gary? He can beat one of those things!